top manta, two words that every Spanish person knows. It's the selling of counterfeit items from a blanket. The mostly undocumented migrant workers who do this are known as manteros in Spanish. When the police come, they grab their goods and run. Manteros say they have no other choice but to do this work because they don't have the papers to work legally.
Yeah, my story, I'm a Gambian who been in Spain for 2 to 3 years now. I myself, I was a mantero. I was a street vendor, and I find it so difficult, so hard, and then we do it because of we don't have option. Nobody want to be in the street running against police with under the sun, carrying heavy things. I move on, and now I have a good job. I'm working in the airport.
Abdu also volunteers at the Pantera Syndicate, which helps migrants get the papers they need to get off the streets and into legal employment. But it can be a lengthy process. The reality is that Spain, like the rest of Europe, needs migrant workers. Over 30% of the country's agriculture workers come from outside the EU, and at harvest time in Catalonia, for example, that rises to 75%. And those numbers don't even include undocumented workers. Without migrants, Spain and much of Europe wouldn't eat. But that doesn't stop some political groups from portraying them as a threat and using anti-immigration rhetoric to win votes in Spain, in Italy and across Europe.
On one side, the current Italian government is trying to picture out migration mainly as a problem. On the other side, the same government issue a legal entrance permit for working reason, especially for migrants in the agricultural sector. There were 150,000 new workers a year in the next 3 years.
The EU received over 1 million asylum applications in 2023, the most since 2016, when the term migration crisis was coined. And while some politicians are amplifying the anti-immigration rhetoric, studies suggest it isn't one of the voters' top concerns. Like this one from Eurobarometer that puts migration and asylum at 7th, behind concerns about the economy, jobs and climate change. The European elections will provide an important insight into whether the far-right's anti-immigration rhetoric is a winning strategy. But beyond that rhetoric, Europe needs migrants. The question is if it's willing to accept them or not. Ken Browne, CGTN, Madrid.